With the NBA All-Star break still in effect, here's a few guards I looked at this week. During the break, the first guard, Jose Alvarado of the New Orleans Pelicans. Alvarado obviously getting more playing time with DeJounte Murray out for the season with the torn Achilles. And Alvarado, he missed a lot of time himself early in the year. On the season, 10 points a game, 2.1 rebounds, 4.4 assists, 1.4 steals, 2.2 threes, and 41% from the field in the last couple weeks, where the minutes went up 11.6 points a game, 2.6 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.6 steals, 2.2 threes, and 44% from the field. So Alvarado getting a lot of playing time. We always knew he was a steal specialist. And now, like I said, getting a lot of ads out there in 72% of leagues. February 10th at the Thunder, 9 points. At 3, 44% from the field. February 12th versus the Kings, 18 points. 3 boards, 9 assists, 2 steals, a block, 3 threes, 46% from the field. And February 13th versus the Kings, 18 points, 5 boards, 8 assists, 3 steals, 4 threes, 50% from the field. So this Pelican team, we know they're going nowhere this season. Alvarado getting more playing time, obviously, even though CJ McCollum, Zion Williamson is still on this roster, putting up a lot of points and the ball in their hands. But like I said, anytime someone's playing 25, 30 minutes a game, production's going to be there, and that's exactly been the case for Alvarado since the Murray injury. Next guard I looked at is Max Christie of the Dallas Mavericks. So Max Christie, he's been a positive for this Maverick team since that blockbuster deal a few weeks ago with Doncic and Anthony Davis involved. With Christie, obviously, and Davis going the other way for Doncic on the year. For Christie, 9.5 points a game, 3 boards, 1.7 assists, 1.4 threes, and 45% from the field. But the last couple weeks since the deal, 17.3 a game, 5.2 boards, 3.5 assists, 1.2 steals, 2.5 threes, and 48% from the field. So I know they could have got a little bit more in this deal was this Dallas Maverick team. But Max Christie, he was a good prospect, and now getting big minutes. He's going out there and really showing what he could do. February 10th versus the Kings, 15 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals, a block, 3 threes, 50% from the field. February 12th versus the Warriors, 17 points, 5 boards, 4 assists, a steal, a 3, 50% from the field. And February 13th versus the Heat, 19 points, 5 boards, 5 assists, 3 steals, a block, 3 threes, 42% from the field. Christie, he could bring 3-point shooting, scoring the basketball pretty well. And he could give you 4 or 5 rebounds a game, 3-4 assists, and a steal or 2 a game. So a little bit of everything he gives you is Christie. He's not great at one thing, but he's a consistent ball player. And like I said, now with the playing time available, 30 to 40-minute range, especially on this Mav team that's banged up with injuries, obviously to Anthony Davis, PJ Washington, Derek Lively. Playing time's opened up a lot over here, and Christie's made the most of his opportunity, available in 59% of fantasy leagues. Next guard, Stephon Castle, the San Antonio Spurs. Castle, he could be a star, I believe, in this league. It's very key for the Spurs team to keep him in that De'Aaron Fox 3-team deal. So on the year for Castle, 12.9 points a game, 2.8 boards, 3.5 assists, 1.1 threes, and 42% from the field. But the last couple weeks, he's starting to get things going even more. 19.3 a game, 3.3 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 1.3 steals, 1.5 threes, and 52% from the field. So we'll see if Castle could keep the momentum going. I know he didn't really have a break during this All-Star break. He was in the dunk contest in the Rising Stars Bowl game as well as Castle, so he's still playing all weekend. And we'll see when this Spurs team comes back in a few days. February 8th at Orlando, 15 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, a steal, a block, 41% from the field. February 10th at Washington, 16 points, a board, 2 assists, 3 steals, a block, 2 threes, 77% from the field. And February 12th at Boston, 20 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 threes, 43% from the field. So this Spurs team, up-and-coming team, obviously big trade for De'Aaron Fox. And then you got Wembanyama, you got Castle, Vassell. So they got a lot of good pieces as a San Antonio Spurs team. And Castle, surprisingly to me, is still out there right now in tons of fantasy leagues at 64%. Next guard, Caris LeVert of the Atlanta Hawks. So Caris LeVert, he's definitely had a down year, but ever since traded to the Hawks in that DeAndre Hunter deal, he's going out there and he's been productive on the year. 10.6 points a game, 3.1 boards, 3.6 assists, 1.6 threes, and 46% from the field. So LeVert, like I said, he was traded to this Hawk team at the NBA trade deadline and the DeAndre Hunter deal. At 2 out of 3 games, he's gone out there and put up some good numbers, and he's getting good playing time about 30-35 minutes a game. February 8th at the Wizards, 9 points, 3 boards, a 3, 33% from the field. February 10th at the Magic, 18 points, 8 boards, 2 assists, 3 threes, 54% from the field. And February 12th at the Knicks, a nice double-double, 20 points, 10 boards, 7 assists, 3 blocks, 2 threes, 61% from the field. So LeVert, we know a few years ago, he was a big-time player for the Brooklyn Nets. And obviously he was traded in the James Harden deal, and now he's going to get more opportunity with this Hawk team, more than he did with Cleveland. The best team in the league is Cleveland, and this Hawk team is a fringe playoff team at best right now, where they're looking for a spark off the bench or someone else to step up besides Trae Young, and especially with Jalen Johnson out for the season, they need someone to step up. So right now, well, LeVert got traded to this Hawk team. So far, he's looked good, and he's out there in 73% of fantasy leagues. And the final guard I'm looking at off the wire this week is Carlton Carrington of the Washington Wizards. Obviously, this Wizard team going nowhere this season. Carrington, it's been a decent rookie year, but the playing time's gone up, obviously, where there's not much going on in Washington, where they traded guys like Kyle Kuzma away in a deal, Jonas Valanciunas away. So playing time's opened up around this lineup, 9.1 points a game, 4 boards, 4 assists, 1.7 threes, 40% from the field. But the last couple weeks, he's starting to pick it up, 14 a game, 4.2 boards, 5.2 assists, 3 threes, 54% from the field. He's available in tons of fantasy leagues at 79%. And Carrington's gone out there, had some good games. Is Bob Carrington. February 8th versus Atlanta, 23 points, 4 boards, 7 assists, a steal, 5 threes, 69% from the field. February 10th versus Spurs, 10 points, 4 boards, 5 assists, 2 threes, 40% from the field. And February 12th versus the Pacers, 18 points, 8 boards, 5 assists, 2 steals, a block, 4 threes, 54% from the field. So he's doing a little bit of everything. Like I said, this team's going nowhere. I know they got some veterans at the deadline they traded for, Chris Middleton in the Kuzma deal, Marcus Smart. But Carrington's going to get his playing time. And obviously they're trying to tank as well a little bit for Cooper Flagg, who's going to be that number 1 pick coming out this season in the NBA draft. So with all those factors, and Carrington getting big minutes, anywhere from 35 plus minutes a game for the most part, he's a nice add this week. So that's a few guards I look to add during this All-Star break for the fantasy basketball season.